Today we're changing, well, I've already changed the speed sensors for the Lexus ES300. It was very easy fix. Booked my parts through a1parts.com. Cost $20. Here's the old sensor. This is the output sensor here. As you can see, it's old, dirty. Once you purchase the new sensor looks just like this. But the sensor that's in your car has a little clamp and it has a little spin wheel at the end. So you take the little clamp out, the pin clamp, and just pull that off and just put it back in the new one, and then put the clamp back on right here. And it will, first let me show you the location of it. All right. You have two sensors inside your Lexus ES300 on the transmission. Yeah, I'm taking one. See, I have a race and exhaust. I'm a Lexus ES300. Let's take this air intake off. All right, let me take this off also. Okay. Now there are two sensors on the ES300. I'm going to show you. This is the first one, right? So put the light on here. I'm going to put my finger on it. This is the first sensor here. This piece right here is 10 millimeter. And here's the second one. The second one is on the front side of the firewall. Get my light straight. Turn my phone light on also. The flashlight is not working. We're not going to worry about it. Now the second one is it's really difficult to see it, but it is down on the firewall on the front side of your transmission. All right, the front side, it takes a 10 millimeter. You take the 10 millimeter and you stick it on there. Once you take it on and loosen it, what I had to do though to take it off was to get a pair of grip pliers and clamp around the back, clamp around the side where my fingers are exactly, and just wiggle it a little bit, shake it, and then it becomes loose because it has a little gasket ring around it. So a ringer, black ringer at the bottom. Once you shake it, it's fairly easy to come out. And once it comes out, you just replace it. And then as you're replacing it, you're going to have to, wiggle it, make sure the circle is, this hole right here is lined up with the hole from the screw. And then from there, you will wiggle it out. And like I said, once you take it off, you see some transmission fluid. You would take the little pin off, slide the little ringer thing off, and put it back on the new piece. Put it back on. And then it's very difficult. It's down there. But yeah, but I'm putting my finger on it right now. Yeah, it's right there. And it's very easy to take. It took me less than 5 minutes to take it off. And once you take it off, you make sure you repeat all the do all those steps that you did earlier to taking it off. You put everything back on. For example, I'm going to put my exhaust intake back on. So you put that back on like so. Now, it's easy to take it. If you take your air intake off, it'll be a whole lot easier to get to the second. Well, both of them really. Both pieces cost me a total of probably $40, $45 ordering it offline, whereas opposed to going to Napa or Advanced Auto Parts in the neighborhood. They were charging $125 for one piece and $80 for the other. So I saved almost $200. Local mechanic said he put it on for me for $90 for one and $130 for the other. I couldn't find any videos on YouTube, so I figured I'd go ahead and start or create a video that will be able to help somebody, especially I have a 98 ES300. And, I pretty much put most of the parts on myself, brand new battery, brand new sensors. I'm going to change the alternator soon and the starter. Change my hoses. I changed the radiator myself. Very easy to fix, easy fix, probably an hour or two. It took more time to take it off or just to try to locate a video or something like that, but I couldn't find one. So I just pretty much use common sense, common sense to get you by. As long as you have your own tools, make sure I got me a set of ratchets and some other items that I've been picking up here and there. It helps out a lot because, we don't have any money to afford going to mechanics all the time to fix a fairly easy fix. And here you have it. Let me crank it up for you so you'll be able to. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't put my air intake back on. Here's my Lexus ES300, my baby. I appreciate it. If you like me, please subscribe.